Okay.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Probably a 7. It's okay.
I'll take a 7.
All right, so next we're going to do this seated cable row. We're going to use this narrow grip mag handle. One of the things to make sure on these seated rows is that, yeah, we've got our feet up here, but as we're pulling, you'll notice that when you're pulling a lot heavier weight, you're like this, and then as you're pulling, it's back up like this. So think to yourself, I want to stay upright. I don't want to be leaning back. I want to be upright, and I want to pull lower. I don't want to be pulling up high like this. Like, I'm not trying to work out my upper back and my traps. I want to work my mid back and my lats. And so, on your eccentric portion, you've got this extension, and then we're pulling through and back, and we're not leaning back and pulling up. All right? All right. Okay, so on your next set, I'm gonna have you modify your form a little bit.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me how the difference that you feel.
Okay.
So guys, in that last set that you saw him do, not that there's necessarily like a right or wrong, but we're gonna see how muscular-wise he feels it differently, right? So you probably noticed that on his eccentric when he was coming in, he lets himself lean forward a decent bit, and then he pulls back, but there's still a decent amount of back flexion in his upper back that he's pulling through. So on this next set, we're gonna have his chest higher. So we're gonna have chest higher, so we've got thoracic extension here, and these shoulders are gonna be down and back, and then elbows are gonna be pulled in tight. Okay. We're gonna see if we feel a difference in the contraction of the mid-lower back. Okay. Not so much in the upper outer back, because it looks to me like more this upper part is working here, and we're gonna see if we can get more of this to work.
Cool.
Okay. Good. All right, so just think, as you're coming in, you can still allow it to pull you.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
And then there will be a little bit of back correction.
Okay.
Right? Yep. Thoracic extension, pull through.
Perfect.
What difference do you think you feel? Do you feel a difference?
On that one, it's like you said, on that, like pushing the chest up and like almost pulling the elbow like more into the side.
Yeah.
It's like a little bit of that more lower lat.
Yeah.
Versus like, I feel like before it was more up through like that upper lat. And it's almost like the rear delt.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was more of like that lower mid back into like the lower lat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, you know, the lower lats is a harder portion of your back to develop because it's like when we're pulling, let's say on a row, it's like we do need to pull lower. If we're pulling from something top down, it's like we need to be able to get that weight, scapula retracted, pulled down, and then it's like pulled down, 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 down. Or if we're doing like a bent over row, it's like I've got to get my body low enough to where when I pull up, it's like this mid back contracting, and it's not that I'm doing a row from here up this way. And so you'll find that it's super easy to develop your upper back, but to get your lats, especially like the thickness in your lower lats developed, you just have to kind of prioritize the exercise and just kind of your range of motion, form, technique. So.
Hi, Mia. How's it going?
Good. I was gonna grab the keys.
Oh, yes.
Torso angle?
Yep.
You get to go to here,
Okay.
and then back to here.
And then back to there.
Not this to this.
Okay.
We're tightening you up.
Okay.
So stay upright.
Just stay
and
upright.
pull that
through the
thing
hole.
low.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. His last set wasn't exactly what I told him to do, so we're gonna re-go. A little more upright. Not quite as much overall movement. Okay.
Scale of 1 to 10.
Probably a 7. It's okay.
I'll take a 7.
Above average.
I'll take a 7.
I think you've been doing them.
I think I've been doing it like that for so long.
You've been doing them that way for so long.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
For like the past
However many years.
Yeah. 4 or 5 years.
It's like, can you just stay here and just pull through and not lean back?
And not lean back.
You know?
Well, let me see. I'm gonna lower it a little bit though.
So rotate hips forward.
Like right here.
Yeah. There. Pull low. Shoulders back and down. Chest up. There.
Oh. Why is that so hard?
I don't know. But yeah, so, I mean, is that way different?
Yeah.
To be that upright,
Yes.
wall, and then here, and then chest up,
Yes.
pull through.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And I don't know if it's because I've been doing it wrong for so long that it's just like kind of awkward right now, but if I
Maybe.
do it correctly,
yeah,
my body will be like, okay, this is just how
build
we do
that,
it now.
that strength curve.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because like just even the motor function of doing that was like
feels awkward.
was awkward.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So,
I guess I just need to do it like that more.
yeah,
I just need to drop the weight significantly,
yeah,
do it correctly, and then slowly build it back up.
yeah. Ethan was asking me about rows the other day, actually, I think on another day that we were filming, and I was like, upright, upright, upright,
Yeah.
pull low, and you'll just feel like your mid-lower
Yes.
back, like that's what's fatiguing,
Yeah.
you know? And
Because
so,
even just on like 4 reps of that, like way different than
and it was when you raised your chest and created more thoracic extension,
Right.
that next rep got a lot
that
harder.
rep next I got a lot harder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
So-
significantly.
Guys, basically the
Yeah.
moral of the story, mechanics matter a ton. And
Yeah.
so, you know, like if you're, you know, unfamiliar with certain things, one of the things that, you know, I like to offer in my coaching is if you've got a question on something, it's like video yourself doing a set of that exercise, send it in, and then we'll critique it and make sure that you're performing it with proper, technique. We're going to start with this incline bicep curl. We've got this incline down to a level 4. We're going to lay back. We're going to get our scapula as retracted as we can. We've got our arms where we want them, and now we're going to go down. We're going to have this weight just pull us down, this bottom, and then we're curling. So we've got our arms, our humerus, as externally rotated as we can, and then we've got our forearms supinated. Scapula down and back. This weight is we're just gonna allow this weight to pull our arms down as far as they can go.
Okay.
And then we're curling. So we're opening up the shoulder with this external rotation of the humerus. And then we're working the bicep under high eccentric load, because we're lengthening the bicep as much as we can. One of the things that is really good for tendon health is eccentric load. And so I've talked about this in another video, but basically when tendons are repairing and new tissue is laid down, it's laid down in kind of a funky matrix, and through weight training, eccentric load is basically straightening out these fibers and strengthening them, because then they're really laid down in the proper alignment and matrix. And so it's important that eccentric load, we've got this slow range of motion on our downward, and then we're coming back up.
Yeah.
Mark, do you ever do these?
No.
No.
But I like them.
You like them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like that, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like if you were to stand sideways in the mirror like this,
Yeah.
if you were to pull your arm back, I mean, did you feel like with these dumbbells were really pulling you down?
Yes.
Did it feel pretty tight?
It did feel tight, but it was like
and it loosened up it loosened up a little bit each rep.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Which was good, because I feel like even just holding the dumbbells there felt like
stretch.
good. Like a
Yeah.
stretch. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like everything's feels just very tight.
Yeah. So, guys, mobility. All right, guys, next we're gonna hit a dumbbell standing hammer curl. On these, we're gonna make sure that our arms, our humerus are just like slightly in front of us as we pull up, and that they're not behind us, right? So we wanna have already a little bit of tension placed on our arms here, versus like starting back here and pulling up, you got really nothing. So, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like when I do bicep curls or if I do tricep work, I usually will always actually start on my right arm and finish on my right arm. And so by doing that, I'm just getting one extra rep on my right arm. And the reason I'm doing that is because symmetry. Like my right arm is, slightly smaller than my left. And so through just doing, one extra rep or two extra reps on that side that needs a little extra work, that's enough to make those changes. So don't know if you notice, like, do you have any like slight asymmetry?
Oh yeah. My left lat is a little bit bigger than my right lat. And my left arm is a little smaller than my right arm.
And do you try to compensate by doing like an extra rep
I do
or
an
two
extra
here and there?
rep.
And,
Yeah. Like
So-
on single arm rows or pull downs.
Yeah.
I'll start on the right, end on the right.
Yeah.
And then same thing like for curls.
Yeah, I often do quite a lot of like unilateral work, and so for that reason, like, you know, you're controlling left arm, right arm, and you know, we're not pulling like on a barbell. I don't do hardly any barbell work except compound
Actually,
moves.
since I've moved away from a lot of barbell work as well and started incorporating a lot more like dumbbells. Like I used to barbell press or like shoulder press with barbells, but I switched to dumbbells primarily.
Yeah.
I think that's really helped too. Just evening everything out.
Yeah. So you'll probably notice that, like, if you're kind of newer into training, you're probably going to have a lot of strength preferences in your body to where it's like one side might be a lot stronger, and so finding that out in the gym will be really good with using unilateral work and not just doing so much barbell work. So comment below, let me know what your biggest asymmetries are. All right, guys, so last bicep movement we're going to do is this Arsenal Strength Seated Preacher. Oh. Dude. It doesn't feel right. Something about it is sticky. Darn. Out of service, yo. All right, guys, pretty much same concept. Elbows in, so we don't have our arms, you know, internally rotated like this. We're pretty neutral. Elbows here at the pivot point. So make sure your seat height is placed in a position to where you achieve that, and that your arms will stay flat on this pad and not really go up, teeter-totter too much. All right, guys, that's a wrap on today's pull workout. Back in buys. Good workout.
Good workout.
Guys, this is Marc Arner. What's your IG?
Marc MARC_Arner ARNER.
Okay, sweet. Give him a follow. If you guys like this video, like it, hit the subscribe button. That helps a ton. And comment below with, you know, whatever questions you might have or future content that you guys would like to see. That's definitely why we're producing this content here in the first place, is for you guys. And so if you've got any questions or, you know, inquiries on coaching, shoot an email over to Devin@athletabody.com. We'll put that in the bio as well. Until next time, guys, peace out. Mark competed. I like to call him Marky Mark. He competed earlier this year at an NPC show here in Utah. I think it was the Wasatch Warrior.
Wasatch Warrior.
Yeah.
Yep. Back in April.
And then he's getting ready for nationals in December.
Yep.
And then I'm planning on competing August 12th here at an NPC Utah show. And then hopefully North Americans at the end of August. So anyways, just kind of cranking away.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Side chest.
Side chest?
Yeah. Yeah, hold the front double.
So,
Back double?
sure.
Why not?
Anyways,
There we go.
little progress,
A little progress.
updates. So.